Hello and welcome to Battle with the Best of Them with DrGAKMAN here. I'm going over my May 2020 results. I've been having a lot of fun during the Kanto week or weekend or whatever it was. Yeah, it was a week. There was a lot of later evolution encounters, including like Machoke and some other stuff. You saw that. This is funny. Sometimes when it does a lot with Metal. It's weird. I don't know if it's because he's so big, but I have other big Pokemon too, but that I walk. But that's funny. This was weird. They had an event thing, and they seem to have coding problems or whatever on their blog. The Niantic blog for, I think it's called PokéMon GO Live. Then I was taking pictures of the the task that you do for the timed thing. I had that on my blogger, but I have already taken those down because those were timed events. I'm not going to keep those because you can't even access them anymore. I was kind of thinking for prosperity's sake or whatever, but yeah, I keep too much stuff sometimes. This is my, I don't know why it keeps throwing Slacking in there when that's actually one that I'm putting up for trade. But, their suggested things are always pretty bad. Well, not always, but they're, you know what I'm talking about. I had finally gotten this right before I thought that it was ending, but I guess it didn't end right away, or it didn't end when I thought it was going to end. But I finally got a good battle with the best of them. Pikachu with Charizard hat. That was on an incense, isn't that crazy? Here's all of these with the dates and stuff, but that doesn't matter anymore. I was just taking that picture for when the what was it? Hoenn event, or was it Johto? I think this is from Hoenn. I can't remember if it's Johto or Hoenn. I got a Dunsparce right away. That was pretty crazy. That was one of the encounters either for the... Yeah, I think it was for the Johto thing. Now you can... that was cool. I mean, we already know about this, but some people are actually asking to throw away shinies in bulk. And that I kind of would like it for legendaries, because whenever they have those events where you get double candy for transferring Pokemon, that would make it real convenient. Because I keep all of my legendaries, even if I'm not going to ultimately keep them, or even if I don't want them, I keep them anyway, because when they do those double candy events, then boom, I just go crazy. And plus, it clears up a lot of space there. That's 666 Totodile. I'm ridiculous. And Lugia, he's gone crazy. Yeah, that Snubble thing going on, that was nuts. They should do that more often. That was actually pretty fun. They gave you the whole day to do it, and you could do, I think it was like 64 encounters just by keep on catching Pokemon, and you get Snubble encounters. And the first one that I got was shiny. It was unbelievable. I already had the shiny family, but now I have a shiny Gramble up for sale, or up for, I say sale, it's got a dollar sign on it, up for trade, and 3 Snubbles up for trade. So, but I got a battle with the best of them. A Gramble that I evolved, and Snubble, so that are shiny, and I also got a perfect one. Sarah, when she was next to me, she got 2 perfect ones, and I think 2 shiny, and I got 4 shiny and 1 perfect one. But her first one was perfect, and my first one was shiny. It was nuts. That was weird. The Pokemon wasn't there when we were battling it. I was showing a friend how the tasks work. I'm thinking about doing a there was 2 Sableyes. That's nuts, isn't it? That was when the honing event was going on, I believe. I'm thinking about doing a blog page for like beginners because, because of the quarantine and everything, there was a lot more people playing. I think I talked about this in the last video, but I'm not going to talk about it too much now. But I don't know why I took a picture. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was trying to get a picture of all of the starters together. I always think that that's fun. So here's all of those starters together for 2nd gen. There is a mini Melmetal in the bathroom at Gordon Foods. So I had a streak of 23 with the preseason, and then in season 1, I think we're on season 2 now, but on season 1 I really didn't go for it much, unless no, this is 62 days. This I think is the current season is 2nd season right here, and I haven't really been playing that much. But the last season was actually 1st season, and my longest streak was 23. That's pretty crazy. These are gifts. Finished at rank 7. This is the rewards that I got. There's an elite TM that you get. So, I mean, it's kind of worth it for that. These were the suggested Pokemon for votes that they found in the code a while back. So, as you can see, it says April and May, but this was before all the pandemic crap happened and everything. So they probably pushed a lot of these ideas back. Notice all of these are Gen 1 Pokemon. I talked about that on my speculation page, which I really need to update, except for the last one, Starly, and that's just kind of out of place. A lot of these have already had either community days or have already been shiny. Porygon has been rumored for the longest time to be shiny. A lot of these, or all of these, except for that Starly, are Gen 1, first of all. So they're really milking this. They're gonna do, they're looking to do possibly repeat community days. I would love a repeat community day for like Eevee, so I can get better ones, and because I have the whole family and I have stuff set up for Sylveon, but it'd be great to have like better ones too, and also for their Flower Crown, as well as I'd love another Squirtle day, so with the sunglasses, because my friend Sarah, she was not understanding, and we kind of split off on that community day, and it was one of the first community days, so it was kind of like, it was pretty crazy because like they had these tasks that you had to do in order to get the sunglasses ones, and I got, I think, 4 shiny sunglasses ones. I kept the 3 for myself to make the whole shiny sunglasses Squirtle family, but then I had to give one to her. So I mean, those are worth a lot in trade. In fact, a lot of my regular sunglasses ones have already been called for. So, but anyways, I'd like to do that. And also, if they had another Pikachu community day, I think they should have tasks where you could get each of their different hats. Because, like, we still didn't even get the cowboy hat worldwide. The cowboy hat was only in, I forgot what event it was, but regardless, this is possible voting for future community days. We already had this one, and the ones who won were Weedle and Ghastly. I already have the whole Caterpie family, so that'd be kind of, but I would love to have Grimer, and especially with it having a Alola Grimer. All of these have an Alolan form too, as you can see. There's, which they did in the past. They did that with Vulpix. Of course, that didn't happen because, Rhyhorn won instead. But there's Grimer. He has an Alola form. Executor is in an Alola form or whatever. So, yeah, I would love Grimer. But Porygon will probably win that one because he's new. And they always seem to add a new one, a previous one, one that's been shiny before, and one that has an Alola form. So, blah, blah, blah. Enough about that. Bunch of Sunkerns. I didn't get any shinies. But those were all ones caught from my Pokemon Go Plus. And I was deleting them as fast as I was getting them because, as you can see, it's 2991. I was running out of space. I really weeded out a lot of Pokemon. There, he's drunk again on the ground. Gramble in the wild. And then, oh yeah, I started this incense and I about lost it. 777, first of all, that's nuts. And I was like, oh, 777. Then I was like, wait a minute, is that shiny? And yes, it was the first one that showed up on my incense when I was walking up to, I can't remember what I was doing that day, but I was walking with Sarah up to somewhere, and I was like, oh, I should put an incense on. I put the incense on. The first freaking one was a shiny Chinchou. It was nuts, and everybody hates me for it. There's that. Melpov was blacked out. That's kind of crazy. Crobat is actually pretty good against, what was it? Because it was a flying type. I forgot what raid it was. It was one of their legendaries recently. Yeah, but Crobat was good against it. I did a Skarmory raid, which was like, whatever. I got the thing from the raid, but then I didn't get the encounter with Skarmory. So I don't know. I can't remember if this was a remote raid or if, like, don't do a remote raid pass if it's near the end of its thing. Because if there's any kind of glitch, you're going to get kicked out and you're not going to be able to, like, you're less likely to be able to click on the gym again before it expires, like a raid goes away. So I would say a 10, like, more than 10-minute limit. So, like, if it's got 18 minutes left on it, yeah, sure, go for it. But if it's got, like, 8 minutes left on it or less than 10, I'm not going to mess with those again. I've done a couple of them, like, at 2 minutes and 3 minutes or whatever. But again, if there's any kind of glitch or whatever, you've basically lost your encounter. Even if you win, as you can see here, but it didn't even say that it ran away. It just didn't give me the appearance. And then I had to restart the app. And of course, by then the raid had expired and blah, blah, blah. Other people have been having some problems with, I don't know why I took a picture of that. There's the Rayquaza Pikachu. Bunch of Weedles just showed up out of nowhere one day. Let me see. Hunter-it. I can't remember why I was taking a picture of this. I think I was taking a picture of it because there was only 4 of us in this battle party for Virizion. I ended up trioing a Virizion and finally got my shiny one, so that was nice. It says Wolf Broski. I think he's trying to say Wolf Broski, but it made me think of, from Exo Squad, Wolf Bronsky. And I was like, if he knows who Wolf Bronsky is, that's my boy right there. I just recently went through all of Exo Squad during the quarantine, and that was a lot of fun. Loudred in the wild, that's nuts. There's a rainbow, another rainbow. I was sending pictures to people, and because all of a sudden I've been becoming a photographer. No, I haven't, but I should have kept those pictures in here. But he has a shiny, like I was talking about before, cowboy hat Pikachu, which is like, what? And then my Melmetal was walking around with me, and then all of a sudden the Hariyama shows up. Isn't that crazy? And then a Swellow showed up. That was nuts. And then I was walking towards that raid, as you can see back there, the Clink, and it was raining outside, and boom, look, there's a freaking Dusclops. That's nuts, isn't it? Alamomola. And then I finally got my shiny Virizion there. Thank you, Renaissance Gal, and Mara J. That's her other account that she uses. I shouldn't call her out like that, and it was funny too because right after that I got a Skitty, the shiny Skitty. Now I didn't get another shiny Skitty, and I didn't get a shiny Glameow, but Sarah got a shiny Glameow. She loves kitties. There's my mini Melmetal again. Sometimes if you take the picture just right, giant Pokemon will be small because it thinks that you're taking a picture from far away. down like on a landscape or something like that. But if you position your phone right, sometimes you can do that. Notice that the incense is orange. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that on when they have those incense days or when they do certain incense events or whatever, the incense changes color to signify that it's either doing something special. Not that it's a special incense like they had in the code. They had the spicy, the cool, and the floral incense, which still have not shown up in the game, but they were in code during some data mining like last year. But regardless, that's on the speculation page. They they change color. So I don't know if it's to, like, it says only 30 minutes right here, but you know, recently they've been lasting an hour because of the whole play at home thing. And they've also had these incense events. And when they have these incense events, the incense changes color. Usually it's green, now it's orange. We were thinking that it was going to be like a new special incense, but no, it's just, they just change the color every once in a while for that. They may still plan something else. The screen was blank there. That's weird. Didn't get any shinies of these. In fact, I've never gotten the shiny until later on, you'll see, of any of these when they have their spotlight hours. I do like the spotlight hours, but I was back to work at this point. There's a Terrakion. Wow, Terrakion. Yeah, that's right. Because I got, I think I got a couple shiny Terrakions. There's a Gigalith. I still don't have a good enough one to evolve. I could evolve it, but you know. But here's my purple Wobbuffet. I was taking a picture for my friend. She loves purple, so I was like, "Hey, look, a bunch of purple Pokemon." I didn't know that you could do this when they give you a bonus thing. If it takes up your third spot from one day, then the next day they can give you another bonus one. I was under the idea that you can only have one bonus one at a time. At least the way from they worded it, you know, they give you one free task a day or whatever. Then this was kind of glitched out. He disappeared, left me a gift. Delcatty in the wild. That's crazy. A lot of cats. All of a sudden, the Van Buren Park is a, I think it's a purloin nest, but whatever. All night on the raid night for, I think it was either Terrakion. Yeah, because Terrakion was the last one. It was Cobalion, which I didn't get the shiny. Virizion, which I got the shiny last minute. And then Terrakion, which I got like, I think I got two. Those, we were having problems. People weren't showing up. These people right here, the Moist Meme and Ray the Stranger, they weren't even with us. These were people that were at a previous raid that we were at, but every time I would go into a raid, it would only show 4 people. They were invisible, and 2 of them were people that were not even there. So yeah, they had all kinds of raid glitches. I was trying to take pictures of stuff while they were driving around. These are ones that I'm keeping back for Charles. Speaking of the Sunglasses Squirtle, there's a bunch of Glameows. Glameows were pissing me off. I'm just saying that right now. When you go to catch them, their tails are so big that like they're so close, and their catch area is way too big. And then when they're on the map, if they're near anything else, it doesn't matter if it could be across the street from something else. You will click that something else, and you'll still get the Glameow instead. That was nerve-wracking, and I didn't get one, so fuck Glameow. Another 666, and that's stupid. Look at this one. That was dumb. Lugia kept running away from me. And I made it mini. I shrunk him. There was the Shinx from the thing. This was showing that during the quarantine, like, it shot up in the amount of money people were spending. There has been a lot more people either joining in or coming back to Pokemon Go. And like I said, I might make a beginners page on my shiny timber. did a raid. I thought for sure I wasn't going to get another shiny because I think I've done, I don't know, this was like this, like maybe the 10th one. I wrote it down on my shiny checklist on my blogger, but because I counted them up. I think this was under 10. And I think I've done 1 or 2 cents and I haven't gotten another shiny. Same thing with Clink. Done a bunch of those before and after and only got the 1 shiny. But Shinx, I've gotten 2 from raids shiny. And Timber and Clink, I've gotten 1 of each of those. So there's all 3 of them. All 3 of the starters. The Community Day box I didn't feel was very good. Especially for the prices that they have on these. Didn't need those Ultra Balls. The Elite Fast TM is kind of nice, but yeah. I could always welcome Incense. I really wish they'd had another another bundle where Incense was crazy. There's a Bronzong in the wild. I was surrounded by C dots. I don't think this was on the C Dot Community Day. Yeah, actually it was. And my very first one was awesome. And I caught like 3 males in a row, and I was like, oh, it's going to be hard to find a female because I wanted to have a male and female of each. And I was on my way to work because I only had, like, we opened at noon on that Sunday, and so I only had like an hour to do it. So I was just doing it on the way to work. And then from work, I was doing the photo bombing. The photo bombing was glitching, though, sometimes, because it was like I was taking pictures, but they wouldn't show up, but then they would show up later on, as you can see. So that was kind of goofy. But I got my very first shiny from a photo bomb. I think it was like maybe the 3rd or 4th, maybe in the 5th one. I can't remember. I thought that there was supposed to be 5 that you could get, and I believe I did get 5, but it was like I got 3 in the first like 3 hours, just randomly doing it, and then I tried a 4th and a 5th time to take a picture, and they weren't showing up. But then like in the last 3 hours, I tried again, and I got 2 more, but not a third one. So it wasn't like 3 every 3 hours or whatever. Because they extended the Community Day's time from 3 hours to 6 hours, so that's kind of nuts. And I caught one from Pokemon Go Plus. That's what that is right there, that little emblem. And I got a male and female, both battle with the best of them. They're really low CP. Shrifties, shiny. Yeah, so I got 23 total. Sarah got 37, which is 1 more than I got of 36 of Abra from the previous Community Day. So that was pretty crazy. There's my Carolina Nut Boy. Yeah, Grottle in the wild. That's kind of rare. He wouldn't show up there. That was kind of goofy. I woke up one morning and 7:03 a.m. and there was 2 Driflooms, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a Drifloom because I was seeing a bunch of them, but nope. These are ones that I have for I say sale again, up for trade. I got 630 of them. I had I want to say close to 1,000, but I got rid of a lot of stuff. Not shinies, but I got rid of a lot of costume ones because I'm like, those Pikachus, I had like 300 Pikachus, and I'm like, no, I need to get rid of this stuff. There's all starters again. Restroom and raids. A lot of these things are either past due or they are. I already X'd out Weedle, but he probably is still Ditto's suspect now. But a lot of that stuff is on my infographics page, so go ahead and take a look at that. The bronzers were nuts, and this is the crazy thing. I forgot about it until about like 8 minutes into it, as you can see. So I was like, oh man, I better get an incense on, and we weren't busy at work, so I was able to walk around Mavericks a couple times. And this is the very first time during any of these incense days or spotlight hours that I actually got a shiny. And guess what? I not only got 1 shiny, I got 2. So I got both of them. I got the whole family. That's crazy. I hadn't seen Purple Freebie in a while. I like that little costume she's got. And she's got the purple. They changed the picture. Now I'm getting into angry mode, and I don't want to go into this too much, but they changed the pictures on D-Money made this Pokestop because he bowls all the time, and that's one of the places that he goes. But they changed his picture. Now this picture, in some ways, is better than his picture, but in some ways it's worse because there's more, like, it's far back and you can't really see it. And then they changed mine, and it says baseball cards. Doesn't say Mavericks on it. This was the Mavericks Pokestop that I made. Somebody else went in and edited the frickin' picture, and the picture says baseball cards. So not only will they not accept the ones that I am suggesting, I'm still very frustrated about that, because I want one for Game Swap, and I want one for, like, the Ritters in Centerville is a stop, but not in Kettering. The B-Dubs that I go to in Sugar Creek isn't a stop, but there's like 2 other B-Dubs that are stops. The Archers in Centerville, again, Centerville is a stop, but not the Archers in Kettering. And that's, it's ridiculous to me. And so not only are they making stops that I didn't want stops into stops, and they're ignoring they're rejecting the stops that I want to make into stops, but now people have gone and edited my picture that I took for Mavericks. Mavericks picture was great because it said Mavericks on it. That's why. But, like, I don't know. It makes me angry. It's like as if somebody at Niantic has it in for me not getting my way with these Pokestops, but whatever. Aldino in the wild, that's rare. 3 funguses just showed up on me. And then there was another fungus across the street from me. Whatever. Okay, so that's the last picture. I went through those pretty quick. Now let's go into the game. I'll show you my recent shinies. Yeah, I've been doing some trades. I have to thank Supplies. He gave me a Carvana because during that dark, what is it? Yeah, they had a dark and water incense day. I didn't get nothing. He got like 3 or 4 Carvanas, and I already had one from when it first went shiny. The very first one that I clicked on, it was awesome. It was shiny. I hadn't seen another one since. They show up at Mavericks all the time. There's a creek behind Mavericks, and there's some water Pokemon that show up there all the time. I saw like 3 Chinchous the other day. Not shiny, of course, but... And I saw... There's another fungus. And I had seen... Let me see here. So there it is, the Bronzer Bronzong family. That's crazy. I got a trade, too, for Gligar. So now I have Gliscor, thanks to Charles. Ook. Thank you. And then this was a trade from my buddy, Wolfbomb. His Wolf Cub has given me some great stuff. He runs across like rare shinies, and he doesn't spend money on the game, so he runs out of space, and he only wants like super high Pokemon. So I do legendary raids, and I give him legendary Pokemon, including shiny ones and stuff, because I think I gave him a Heatran for this. But now I have the Coughing Wheezing family. Oh, this was another thing too. After the community day, oh my god. After the community day for C-Dot, we were walking home. My battery was pretty low, and I got this. And I was like, oh, it's great. I love frogs in general, so I can't wait to make a Toxicroak, but I need to get another Krogunk. See if I get a better one. There's my Terrakion. I can't remember if I got 2 or just 1. But anyways, I think I traded 1 of them. And then I got Virizion, but not Cobalion. I have a feeling that when Keldeo comes out, that they'll do like what they did with, Regigigas, where they'll have all of them again in raids. But they're probably going to wait on that because raiding and group gathering and all that stuff is still not going to be a thing for a while, probably, sadly. I got another Torchic. That's nuts. And I got another Plusle. It's like 10, I think. And yeah, again, I need to thank Supplies for this, because now I have Sharkpedo, which is way down here because it was one I caught him on here. Let's see if I can just look it up. There it is. It's purple. It's nice, because this one was a better stat one than the one that he gave me. But anyways, I just wanted the family. And then some recent catches. There you go. My recent perfects, 4 stars. I love this. I want a shiny one, but whatever. Oshawott, saving that for its community day. And like I said, during that day that they had all the Snubble. Well, that's not Snubble. I need to change that. That's a quick way to change their name, in case you forgot how to spell it. Perfect Grumble. And that nuts. But yeah. I've been getting more just random shinies now that I'm out walking more. But I really do miss the quarantine a little bit. I mean, definitely I want things to go back to normal. Definitely I want things to... I want to be able to take care of myself and not, like, rely on unemployment or dumb government stuff or whatever. But still, I had some time, and I have so many projects, and I can't get to them, and it's... but, you know, what can you do? There's all the Shrifties that I got. And there's that Timber. It was like one of the lowest you can get. It's not even a battle with the best of them, so... Yeah, it's like 11, 10, 11. Yeah, that was crazy. So, and then here's some recent ones that are just up for trade. Bunch of Terrakions, bunch of Seedot, one of my Reshiram's, because I really don't care about those until they go shiny, and even then I probably would only keep 3 max. Lots of Virizions to get rid of. Man, I tried so hard to get that one, and then the last one that I get, thanks Renaissance Gal, again, for that, I did a remote raid, because I wasn't going to make it there in time, and she was trying to duo it, I think, and it was just us 3, and I got it, and it was like, oh, it was amazing. And then I got the Skitty right after. That was nuts. So yeah. Oh yeah, and let's see if there's any crazy distance ones here. Oh, I got one from Morocco. I forgot who I got that from. I don't know. I hope they're not still spoofing, because a lot of people have been cracked pretty hard about spoofing recently. I mean, they know people are trying to play from home or whatever, but that's a little bit crazy. So yeah, distance to trade. Oh yeah, Luckies. I was doing a bunch of trades for some of the newer Pokemon. But last month, I haven't had a lucky trade since like last month. So right away, I got one for Stunfisk and Swoobat, or Woobat, and right away I got one for Tepeg and Oshawott. I didn't have to trade too much of those, and I think I already had one for Snivy. Yeah, I got one for Snivy. So for their community days, I'll have lucky ones. And Volbeat and Alumice. I always mark these territory ones, these regional ones, with this emblem. I wish I had like a world map emblem, but they don't have that. So, and that's my only good Stunfisk, although there's supposed to be more Stunfisk showing up here soon because of the, the events that are going on. In fact, I guess I could talk about that as I transition over to, let's see here. My blogger, which I really need to. I got so many projects and I need to update some stuff. But this is the stuff that's coming in June. Wow, Trapinch is the research breakthrough. We still don't know what the things are going to be because it doesn't start until tomorrow, June 1st. yeah, if you completed these, then you get the throwback challenge for the special research for, I think it's called the champion thing. I can't remember what it was, but from that you'll get the Galarian forms of Meowth, and Stunfisk. Galarian forms. You get the Professor's Glasses. You get, this is, everybody gets this. There's Galarian. Those are from eggs. Galarian Darumaka, which is actually ice instead of fire. And there's, in the main series of games, there is a, I can't remember what it's called. It's like some kind of ultra form or something. No, I shouldn't call it ultra. I can't remember what it's like some kind of heightened form that they can get where it mixes both together. So it has a fire and ice typing, which is weird when you make I think it's Darumaka into I always forget those names, but whatever. And then we are going to be able to evolve Galarian Zigzagoon, but we don't know if Obstagoon's going to be in it yet, but we'll see. It's in code, but that's a Gen 8 Pokemon, so, and we're only on Gen 5 right now in Pokemon Go. So, but then Berserker, or I think it's Berserker, is instead of Persian from Meowth, it's like a barbaric looking Meowth or Persian. And then these are the Spotlight Hours, which Patrat, I've got one shiny of that. I've hatched 5 shiny Clefairy, or Clefas, I should say. So, you know, it'd be cool to get another one, but I've already got 3 good ones, and I've already traded away 2 of them. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I got one up for trade for Melpov, but, and then these 2 are kind of duds, but it's double catch candy, double catch Stardust, double XP for evolving, and double catch XP. They don't have another one that's trade, or when you transfer a Pokemon, you get double candy. They don't have another one of those, so that's kind of, whatever. But that's on my, if you want to look at this stuff, this is on my blogger page for, it's under the infographics part. So yeah. What else is in here? Zekrom is coming to raids here pretty soon. So under my raids section here, I've got an infographic on what's good to use against him. Right now, we still have Reshiram in here. So, and we don't know when EX raids are going to start again, and I don't know if it's going to be Regigigas or Genesect when they finally bring it back. I imagine it's going to be Genesect, but it's probably going to be a while because they're giving Genesect as a reward for this throwback challenge champion one. If you completed all 4 of the other ones last month, or in this last month, then I think it starts here pretty soon. I think it's like June 3rd or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm looking forward to those Galarian Pokemon. I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff. So, and I updated my my shiny checklist here. You can go to Leak Duck and make your own little list here. But these are the ones that I got shiny. Still don't have Voltorb. Right now, Delco is a Voltorb nest, so I would love to spend some time there, but I have no time, especially with work, and, you know, people getting sick, calling off, and all that kind of stuff. So I recounted, and I got 279 different ones of the 469 that are available. So, yeah, I've got a lot, but I'm still missing close to 200. But whatever. These are my stats for shiny Pokemon, and these are like my own theories about how to catch shiny Pokemon, and then this is the list of when they came out. In case you didn't know that about my blogger here, I've got some cool stuff there. So, but yeah, happy hunting out there. Thanks for watching. Sorry this was so long again. I'm going to try to update more my blogger, but I got so many other projects going on. I hope life starts to get back to normal. I kind of, like I was saying before, I kind of missed the free time. People are like bored. I'm like, only boring people get bored. There's plenty of stuff to do. And even if there wasn't, you have Pokemon Go to play. So, I mean, whatever. Between that and which Pokemon Go is almost like a job in itself, and all my other jobs and projects and stuff like that, I hardly have any time. So, yeah, I'm happy. Things are starting to get back to normal, though, even though it means I have less time. But you know, I want things to be good. I think a lot of this was overblown, and I think people panic too much, and they listen to the news and they listen to social media too much. When in actuality, you know, is this a thing that's a problem? Yes, but I don't think it was as big as they make it out to be, and there's no reason to cause civil unrest. There's no reason to make people stir crazy, staying at home. There's no reason to destroy the economy to quote unquote protect us from something that we have no protection for. That's my own opinion, and I know that people don't agree with that, and that's not popular. But I don't give a crap. I think it's really sad that something like this has brought a lot of the world to a halt, and a lot of people aren't going to be able to get back to work because they're not going to have jobs, and that's not good. I think that's going to kill more people in the end than any this virus or whatever. So, but that's a whole other topic. Well, I don't even know why I'm starting on that. I was trying to end this video. I was trying to say goodbye. I was trying to say happy hunting, and enjoy this next month, June, in Pokemon Go. And those were my results for May. Thanks for watching.